Sherman, what is the approach speed in this aircraft? The Mustang.
I try and touch down at about 120 knots.
Okay, what's the approach speed? Probably about 130?
150 to 130. I basically just try and get a feel for the thing. I don't actually have numbers in my head.
Okay.
Because it's a tail dragger, just try and put the front wheels down as gently as possible and keep it at 30% throttle so that if she bounces, you can keep her and control the descent.
Okay, I'm just about to flare now.
Sherman,
so you're saying don't cut the throttle entirely.
Go like around 30% of your throttle. There you go. There's the bounce. Try and keep her steady, and
Jesus, that's bouncy.
Go back up.
And I'm down. Get it on the center. Oh shit! Okay, so apparently you do not want to put significant rudder inputs in. I'm going to put some curvature on that.
Right, I'm going to take off.
Up inbound. Right. RPM set. Flap set. Gear set. Speed reducing now. What have I forgotten? Trim up. Obviously,
so put 30% curvature on the rudder. That should prevent that from happening again.
Okay, I'm airborne. Which runway are you coming in for, Cap?
The same one you just took off from. We just do a left hand.
Yeah, it's the one that goes out the seat.
Bit of a silly approach, but let's see if we can land.
Your approach is silly, go around. It's all about if you don't set your... Yeah, well, always try and make sure you land on the numbers. Because if you land on, if you put your wheels down on top of the numbers, then you know you're going to have plenty of time to correct any issues.
Steady, Cap. Just keep yourself on a little bit of a descent if you can.
Roger, I know I'm going to have to go around, but I'll just have a practice touch. I think it wiggles about. Oh no, I'm getting out of it. Getting out. Power up.
Yes, it does. It's the wing loading on the Mustang. It has high wing loading, so if you do tight maneuver, it obviously wants to roll.
Problem is, as soon as I'm over the runway, I'm 120 miles per hour, and the nose is just wiggling and squirming. Very little control over it.
Yeah, you don't really want to use your rudder as a control input on landing in the Mustang. In fact, the only time I ever use my rudder is when I'm stall fighting and I want to keep the plane from going into a spin. But the Mustang, you basically just need to leave it in level flight. It doesn't even matter if you push the engine up to max. If you leave it in cruise mode, you can actually get up to that speed fairly well. Turning to base leg.
That's not downwind, touching down.
We are just above 210 miles per hour. But as I said, I tend not to fiddle with the RPM. I'm just cut my throttle.
Right, I've also just noticed that when your throttle's low, you need to put some left rudder in. Because it's clearly trimmed so that when you're probably about full power or sort of 3/4.
Oh, you might have trimmed your plane. I haven't trimmed mine.
I haven't touched the trim at all, but I'm just saying that it seems that the default trim is so that it's balanced at 3/4.
It might be the case that you are subconsciously compensating for torque when the engine is running at full power.
No, I've got my feet on the rudder and I'm looking at the turn slip indicator.
Okay, so doing about 130 knots at the moment. I'm keeping the runway in my gun sights at the moment. I'm looking to keep the speed at about 120, 130 on the approach. Too much speed, decelerating. My flaps are fully down. Right now I can see I'm just sending a little too much, so I'm going to raise it so that the base of the runway is below the gun sight and out of my line of sight. Now I'm trying to keep the airplane level in a slight descent. My rate of descent should only be about 0.5.
Mark me, I did it. I did it, Sherman. Right behind you in formation. Oh, that was taxing.
Alright, now let her roll. Don't panic,
roll.
Just keep straight on the runway and let her tail drop.
I landed a Mustang.
There you go, that's perfect.
Right.
It's a seriously bouncy thing, isn't it? I don't know if I'm just landing too fast.
I think it's
I mean-
unrealistically bouncy.
Oh, I'm spinning. I'm spinning.
Really?
Ah!
Seems to me that a lot of
Oopsie.
Mustangs are like that.
How the hell do you stop it from spinning on the ground?
How did you manage to do that?
I've no idea. I didn't touch the rudder. We
didn't
just
have a problem
centralised the
with
rudder and
So, what were you doing with your stick was my first question.
centralised.
Let's go around
Yeah,
again, Sherman.
You want to take off?
Yeah, take off
straight
from
from
here.
here.
Plenty of space.
So what's the
Alright.
stall speed with the landing flaps down?
I haven't actually tested it, but I would guess it would probably be somewhere close to 100 miles would be a danger zone.
I think I was probably landing a bit fast because it was seriously bouncy.
Come around with us, Blood. That's I'm only just landing with Sherman was it?
You want to take off flaps now?
With the Mustang, if you do not have any external stores, you do not need flaps to take off.
Yeah, I discovered that.
Roger, I just left mine on by accident.
Yeah, it's left them in the landing. That's fine.
Roger.
Yeah,
In fact, even if you've got like a full load of bombs, you don't want to do more than 20 degrees flaps for takeoff, because if you do any more, it'll just slow you down rather than give you lift.
That's good to know.
So the main key to landing the Mustang is making sure you put her down fairly level when she touches down with a low rate of descent, and that you have enough power so that you don't, well, if you bounce, you need to have enough power to increase your speed so that you don't just fall back to the ground.
So is it, you want to just put a squeeze of power on at the top of the bounce?
Yep, that's what I do.
Yeah, you need just enough power so that if during the bounce things start going wrong, you can recover your speed. Although obviously you want to avoid the bounce altogether, like that time my engine gasket blew on approach.
Roger.
Actually, come to think of it, since we're still flying, I'm gonna cut my throttle, drop my flaps and see what the stall speed is.
Yeah, that would be kind of useful.
I'm gonna try to keep her level and see where she stalls.
Air brakes, please.
Air brakes.
Yeah, Mustang, your flaps are your air brakes, that's it. She's holding at about 120. She's probably descending, but yeah.
I'm departing at 120. Well, getting that nose wheel before departure. I don't think you can fly any less than 130, to be honest.
Yeah, you can hold it.
You can, you just requires a bit of practice. I'm on a ridiculous angle of attack right now, I'm at about 90. But I can feel she wants to depart now.
Flying with flaps fully down is really dangerous. On this
It is.
pair.
You need lots of power to overcome the drag.
It's so easy to stall.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I read somewhere in the patch notes that apparently they've added the ability in the mission editor to update radio frequencies on aircraft modules you don't upload anymore.
Oh, that would have been useful before I'd worked out how we didn't need to use that.
Okay, engine idle, full flaps.
Are you guys doing right-hand circuits?
Left hand.
No, we
Somebody's
did
in right.
we did an overshoot with a left-hand circuit.
Ah.
Okay, speed 150.
Oh, I can't get down.
Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, you're just in front of me. Just try and take it easy
Okay.
and take her in.
Good morning.
Hello, Fort.
Oh. Right,
Okay,
you're ahead of me. I'm going to
right
link
up.
up on your wing. Check
Right,
gear,
I'm
Sherman.
Gear
No, well, from here.
is Thank you, Cap. Gear was not down. Alright, so Cap, remember, do not adjust your heading using the rudders, use your ailerons.
Is this on approach?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do on-off aileron. So you do a little bit left to change, and then you correct it to your center again, and keep doing that.
F-14's going to be a bit of a bitch though, because it induces yaw from roll.
Yeah, well, you need to. This is the thing with the prop planes. You need to learn how to do coordinated controls. There's a whole extra batch of stuff you got to do before you even consider landing.
Bleh.
Cups down. Perfectly. No bounce. No bounce, Sherman.
What was your
That felt good.
touchdown speed?
120 to 130. In formation with Sherman again. Beautiful.
Alright, and let it roll.
Ah, it's almost too easy.
Yeah, amazing what happens once you actually get it, right?
By the Spitfire.
Yeah. Well, that's just a 3-man formation one with blood.
Yeah, let me just do a non-bouncy landing first, and one preferably without me spinning out of control.
It's really easy when you've got a guy in front of you. I find it really easy to because you
Yeah,
just
but
follow
I
him.
don't want to learn it with following somebody. It's not how you should do it, because it's very rare you're actually going to get a chance to do that.
I just need Sherman in front of me and on the missions all the time.
The thing is, essentially, you need a reference point. In this case, Cap's using me as the reference point. I'm going to turn off the runway here. But I've learned just by reading the behavior of the aircraft and the approach angle how to read when it's a good or a bad approach. Do that with engine management, so first so many gaskets, it's not funny.
And flare, eyes on the horizon. Control a smidge, a little
3
bit of
feet, 2 feet, 1 foot. Nice.
a bit of bounce.
He's got it. Okay, you'll be fine. You're not gonna.
It didn't feel that bouncy at first. There we go.
I think it's a
So
bit.
this is where I start going all spinny.
So what is that then? I
I have
didn't.
no idea.
that's
Controls are centralised.
Mine
I
mine doesn't talk at all. on
It
the right.
goes to the left, which is odd. It should go to the right if I'm cutting the
Is
prop.
it the nose wheel or something? I can look at your nose wheel. It's turned to the left.
That's really strange.
Oh, I remember. In the Spitfire is like the MiG with the brake, the differential brake. Oh, I got it.
Except these are Mustangs. With the Mustang, if you push your nose down on the ground, it will totally unlock your nose wheel, and it'll do something like this. Allow me to demonstrate.
I may have centralised the control collar on. I should probably keep it held back, shouldn't I?
Yeah, Sherman just.
Yeah, you switch
Yeah,
the
so it
normal
lets you do
around.
shit like that.
Hang on, I'm looking. Trying to
Yeah,
work out how to
take
change
off.
the flips.
Flips here for the cab.
Good.
Oh, right, here we go. Spitfire. Cab's in Spitfire. Dang, the cockpit looks sick in here. Jesus, it points up even more than a Mustang points.
Yeah, it's pretty bad in the Spitfire. In fact, when they did taxiing, they essentially did a snake weaving pattern along the taxiway because of that.
Right, so how to turn it on the ground?
It's like
Differential brake?
the MiG-21.
There's no differential brake on it, is there?
Right, you need to put a squeeze of power on, put the rudder on, because your rudder won't work unless you've got the air flowing across the control surface. You need that power.
Wheel brake and turn the rudder the way you want to turn, and then you'll have to correct it after the turn as well.
Roger.
Yep, like in the MiG-15 and MiG-21.
Look how close the landing gear are to each other. It's resting
Yeah,
position.
Yeah,
That's-
that's why it's hard to
land.
land. Like,
Right. One way.
That's the same kind of lag we had the other day on the main server.
Yeah, that's
Well,
when a new air. That's when a new
I think
aircraft
it's for
joins.
because the version.
No, it's not that. It's your classic case of somebody with a different module has spawned in.
Yes,
Yep.
that's true.
Where's the
Oh, is that what it is?
Indeed.
Yes, it just spawned in a K4.
Alright,
Oh,
so it's
the
transferring information you don't possess.
No! No! Oh,
No,
save.
God, just
Save it.
That was tense, but fine. Right, switching to a left-hand circuit. Right, speedo is there. Wow, look how fast it is compared to the Mustang. 200 knots already.
At low level, the Spitfire will eat the Mustang for breakfast, both in terms of its power and turn speed.
Well, the Mustang's a high-level fighter, isn't it?
Well, yep.
Designed for
High-level
escorting bombers.
Cup turns
Yeah.
downwind. How far are you
Just don't-
downwind, Blood?
Late downwind. Blood on final.
Coming off the power a bit. Now onto a left U-turn. Nose down. Coming off the gas, 140. Put into some elevator. Coming off the gas, coming right off the gas now. Okay, let's get this baby down. Cap gear down. Cap flaps down. Oopsie.
You need to trim a lot when your flaps are down.
Am I down?
I will just down my flaps a few meters until reach the
Roger.
runway.
Right, 140 knots and slowing. Lots of trimming to do. First landing Spitfire, let's do it. Speeding up. Oh. 120 knots, miles per hour.
Ah! Yeah, I've got the stick all the way back and the rudder is working without causing me to spin out wildly. And around we go.
Tap accelerate to go to Fortunero.
I will try to down my flaps now, so see what happens. Holy shit.
Yeah, it does that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm in the runway.
Come on, baby, hold together, hold together.
So have you managed to land yet without having somebody in front of you to copy?
Hang on.
I'm safe. Oh, what that was a little roll.
Cup down. And rolling. Hey, cup landed. Genuine
Hey,
bona fide
man.
landing. How about that? Whoa, that was tense, not gonna lie. Now how do we actually stop a rolling, I guess is the next question. Small double brake.
Little rudder and brake.
A little bit of rudder.
That's
little
quite
bit of
a
brake.
dangerous landing in the Mustang.
Right, should we go
Well,
do some big
this-
formation landings now? That was pretty sick. Let's go power on.
Make sure you put your right rudder in when you accelerate, otherwise you'll go careering off.
Visibility is even worse than Spitfire than it is on yours. It's so bad.
That's why it's important to put the rudder in. You kind of have to make a judgment call on it, because obviously you
That's
can't
you,
see the end of the runway.
You wanna come?
I did a great takeoff there. I'm happy with that.
I'm going.
Flaps up, gear up, and check.
Okay, runway occupied.
Oh, why does it do that? Oh, woohoo!
But not final. You're going to be clearing the runway soon, Jim.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah, me too. I'm.
You know,
rotating.
clear the runway.
Runway is clear. I think I need to adjust a little bit the curve in the Spitfire. It's pretty sensitive,
Yeah, same here. Really don't.
especially in pitch.
It's not unlike the Mustang in a turn. The Mustang does not like high angle of attack.
Cap in formation with you boys. So powerful.
Yeah, indeed.
And I'm going to turn right.
Shoot to me right.
Turning right.
Turn right.
Oh, another one with us now.
Yeah, the only thing that the Mustang competes with the Spitfire is roll. The Mustang will outroll the Spitfire any day.
Yeah, we've got some big old wings on this thing.
Well, the Spitfire is designed for being able to climb very quickly. It's an interceptor.
Whereas the Mustang is just designed to fly with economical performance for long distances.
Yeah, you don't care how quickly you get up high, as long as once you're up there, it performs well.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Warbirds are definitely the hardest aircraft to land. It does amaze me how bad people are at landing some of the jets.
Oh god. Landing on flanker is like, you can't. How can you not do it? It lands itself.
Okay, you guys think you're ready to try formation landing?
Roger up.
Yeah.
On your wing.
I'm currently laid downwind about to go on to finals because I want to practice
Alright,
spinning off horribly. Yeah, I can see where you are, but you're not going to
left turn.
get in my way.
Flaps down. Probably a little too fast for that, but I'll make it work.
I will air down my gear to lose some speed.
Right, making adjustments for runway heading. Speed 200 miles. But not final.
Okay, I'll move to your left wing, Sherman.
Gear down. 150 miles.
Oh my god. Hello, Sherman.
Ah, there you are.
Having a few trim issues.
150 miles and decelerating. Ooh, is that fort?
I've lost him. Where's he gone?
He's bouncing off to my left.
I'm strafing to the right just in case. Tally on you, Sherman.
Caps lost, Sherman. FYI.
He's in front of you underneath.
Got him. Coming in.
I think I'm behind Blood.
Yep.
Yeah, I just took off from the runway. So this thing can really leap into the air, which is a damn good thing, because otherwise I would have been careering off onto the grass.
Now the trick that people, the mistake people make is they try to pull up as hard as possible, and then the plane spins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep trying to snatch the controls back whenever it bounces.
You need to be very gentle with the power. So because the gyroscopic effects.
And even more gentle with the lift,
Yes.
with your elevators. Threshold.
Threshold. Cap landed.
14 now.
Wheels down. Somebody
That
did not
was sexy.
land.
I was having some troubles, but I'm okay. I went a bit wiggly. Leave it, Cap. Don't touch it. Just don't
Yeah,
touch
that
it.
wing might need a look at.
It'll be alright. It'll be alright. And we're back! Jurassic Park. Okay, it was a big kind of formation landing. Just about worked.
Oh, we need Niels here. with the
Yeah,
Spitfire.
he's the master. Spitfire master.
He's the master.
Raise your nose, little blood.
I mean, the best thing is if it just loaded in all the modules to begin with.
Alright, I'll let it
and then we
down
wouldn't have this
gently.
problem. But maybe that's inefficient. Nice landing, sir.
Not landed yet.
Come and line up and we'll go up.
Now
Yeah,
cut
you
the
don't.
power.
Shit, it wasn't. Straight.
There we go.
There
Yeah,
you
it just
go.
requires a bit more anticipation with the rudder. So before I was waiting till I was quite far round before counter steering. Right, question is, am I able to have a brake? No, not too much. Oh, don't do too much differential braking.
Well, something that I need to admit that taxiing the Spitfire is way better than the fog wall.
So in the TF and the P-51, having the stick back locks the rear wheel.
It's the same in the fog wall, but with the P-51 you have more control in your wheels, and you don't need a differential brake to turn. So it's much easier.
Right, are we going to do some sort of formation thing, or...
We're going up and we'll meet,
I'm
we'll
like-
meet when we're up.
Roger. I'll just take... I see there's two people on the end of the runway.
Up.
Right, so before I land, I'm going to do some dive bombing practice on these oil rigs.
Come and join up with the gal, sure.
That is one serious
I'm
gaggle.
just gonna expend my rockets.
Order up.
Which you think would be easier to aim, but as it turns out, compared to the modern rockets, these have a substantially lower velocity.
I assume it's just enough power to get it off the aircraft rather than guide it all the way to the target.
Well, I mean, it
their fuels
basically
as well,
drops like a
rubbish.
stone.
Yeah, I suppose it was the early days of rocketry, so they didn't have very good fuels.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a low pass in the runway. Prepare
Alright,
your
I am
engines.
in with rockets. There we go. At least I can aim fairly well.
Level off.
Oil tanker down.
Diving. Diving.
Oh, that was a lot. You guys said 320, right?
Speed up.
Shit, I'm above you.
Yeah, they're very slow compared to my 109.
And left turn in 3, 2, 1, now.
Well, no, you want to try that left roll?
Yeah.
Because as long as you do it consistently.
First I will do a very low pass in the runway and then we can try it.
The idea behind it is basically the same as you do a drill. Because it's a consistent rhythmic sort of sound, people can actually predict when you're going to say roll before you even say it. So if you practice it enough, you all turn exactly on the R.
Nice.
That's the idea, at least.
That's great if you're doing a aerobatic run and you're doing military
Pull up.
come left bearing such and such a degree, and then people know where you're going.
Land the scene does not roll quickly.
A level up. Where are you, Blue? I wanna follow.
I'm just off your right wing, or somebody's right wing. I assume you're lead aircraft ordinary.
Foreigner, I stuck with you that whole time, including all the
Yes, I
rolls.
see you.
Power the Spitfire, sir.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright, Cap. Which one is you?
I'm a Spitfire, but I'm going to be trying to follow other people, so I'm not very good to follow.
Ah, why did that guy pull in front of me? That's really bad. Oh, damn it.
Take the lead, Blue. All of you.
No.
You wanna lead.
I'm not very experienced in Warbird, so you carry on.
Okay. You wanna try a mass landing with different Warbird?
We
Yeah.
can give it a go.
What's your landing speed, 14 Aero?
I think I can try a very low speed landing in this one. There now. Let's try. Okay, turning left.
You with us, Sherman?
On the right of Fort.
Copy.
The second Mustang on the right.
What is quite good about the prop planes is you get pretty immediate throttle responses.
Yes.
Like the
Yeah,
jets,
like-
where you gotta wait,
Indeed.
4 or 5 seconds for it to spool up.
It's almost too much throttle response. It really shakes the whole plane, it twists the whole plane around. It's very frustrating.
And if you do it too quickly, you blow up your engine.
Well, once you're close enough, you should fairly minor movements.
I will start and aiming to the start of the runway and doing an offset approach. Oh, we can try land in the shorter runway.
Up to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we never,
Throttle to idle.
yeah, we
idle.
never use the length along.
Idle.
Man, your aircraft are just too slow for me to fly formation with.
What are you in, Shifty?
What are you flying?
Isn't
The 109.
Gears down.
Dragless 109. Gears down. Oh, God. It just fucking changes the trim completely when I put the gear down.
Yep. But
Yeah,
you
it'll do
probably don't want to trim. Just hold it.
Flap, in my case, in the first position.
Flap.
That's takeoff.
I'm still with you.
Nice. Flaps in the second position.
We are very fast, at least for me.
No, you're very slow for me.
That should be fun.
Mustang at the front without its gear down.
I'm going around.
Touchdown.
Remember what I said about that bounce? It's coming back to haunt me.
You are looking very good, Shaman. Nice. Very good.
That is why it pays to have the 30% throttle.
Oh, there is gap.
Oh, I'm down.
Cap's fine, cap's fine, cap's fine, cap's fine, cap's fine.
Yeah, you are fine, you are fine, you are fine.
is
Don't worry.
already down.
Just
There we go.
Let it, nice,
Oh, my fault. Damn,
So nicely prog that.
that's the only one I have. Oh, look how I landed. Look how I landed.
nice. Yeah, that's a landing. I call that a landing.
Oh, we had a few
Any
disasters. That
landing, walk away from Cap.
Roger.
Although that said, I think you're going to struggle to get out the cockpit.
Nonsense. Watch. Super cap. Oh, damn. Yes, you were right. Okay. Oh, that was really good. Apart from that last one, which I fucked up. That was some good landings going on there.
Get some!
Yes, that's exactly right. Oh no, you landed, you mother. You missed. My plane is too skinny in silhouette. Actually, you didn't miss. That's just a class landing all around. It's unbalanced on my propeller.
I wanna take a picture of that.
That's what you
Do
call
not
modern art.
disconnect. Do not
Oh, I can see right through the plane. Like through the bullet holes. That's never a good thing.
Oh, hello. Cap.
Hello. well, what are you laughing at? This is how I park, Fortner.
It is professional landing.
Exactly correct. I can hear someone coming in, which always gives me the willies.
Tactics, those little white, little sweets you get in a box.
Oh no, he knocked me over. Oh, could you?
No, it's falling. No.
That was very good. Now, oh look, I'm on the ground now at least. That's an
Yeah.
improvement.